How are you guys this morning? I'm just move the computer. It's like a wee jacket thing that keeps me warm. I'm just moving this here. I should have done this as usual beforehand. How are you guys? So in this wee video, we're going to make a outfit. So I have this. I'll just show you here. I have this. But you need some clothes. So I thought what I could do is just show you how I make. This is a really, really easy fondant dress. This is what you're going to need. I'm going to use some black modelling paste. I've got my craft knife. I've got this PME cone tool, my non-stick rolling pin. I've also got this as well, which is great for cake decorating. It's like a blade. And I've got my non-stick board. So links for everything that I'm using in this video will be in the description below. But we'll just get stuck in. Yeah, this dress is it's going to be really easy and straightforward. So if you want to know how I got to this stage, I've got loads and loads of videos on how to make the fondant figures. I'll just move this up a wee tiny bit so it doesn't go blurry. Yeah, I've got loads and loads of videos on how to make fondant figures. I think I might have already linked the playlist down below. I must make some new ones. So if you have any ideas of videos for fondant figures or any particular types of figures you'd like me to make, let me know in the comments. Sorry, I'm just fiddling about here. I hate it when you can see stuff. I'm so fussy. I hate it when you can see like a tripod leg in the photo. So what I'm going to do is just going to take some of this modelling paste and we're going to roll it out nice and thin. So I'm going to do the top half here first. What I generally tend to do is make it in sections. So what you could do is you could go ahead and make a full dress, but this is a really straightforward, quick and easy way as to how to make a fondant dress. And I just thought I would just jump on and show you how to do it. If there's any other fondant clothes or things like that with human figures, let me know. And hopefully tomorrow, I might get stuck into your Christmas cake toppers. Yes, I think once Halloween's over, you just get straight into Christmas. So if you have any Christmas cake toppers you'd like me to make, let me know. I have a few different ideas. Okay, so I've got this rolled out pretty thin. Maybe it's important to get it thin because if it's really thick, it's not going to look too realistic. Okay, so I'm just going to use this wee blade here. This wee blade comes in a set. It's actually for clay, but it's great for cake decorating. Okay, so we're going to do this top half first. So we just need a wee section, probably about. So you're just going to cut a rectangle shape, and then we can trim this to size. But this is just going to be for the top half. So I'm just going to measure it up against her. Right, that's too big. It's too long. So I'm just going to take a wee bit off the top here. And I haven't got her top half stuck on. Hi, Kelly. Caught you this time then. Are you working, Kelly? Are you sneaking on? So I'm going to take this. It looks a bit brittle, but I haven't her stuck on. So we're going to just take off this torso part here, and then we're going to just measure this up against it. So that looks good. You want to make sure that it's going to come down the sides. Hi, Ellie. Oh, you're working, so you're you're having to be sneaky, Kelly. Okay, so this looks good. You want to just have it where it's roughly above the bust. And then I'm going to just cut it here as well because you don't want it to come too far around the back. Just trimming it either side, and then we're going to wet our torso here with a wee bit of water, not too much, just a wee bit to make your, and I'm just going to wet the front of it for now, and then we can wet the back of it. And I'm just going to place this across, press down lightly. And you're going to just want to rub this around the side. So you can see the bottom here is going to come out. So you're just going to pull your fondant down. Just make sure you're covering all of the skin. You don't want any of that peeking through. And I was talking on, was I live on Saturday or was it Friday about a new camera? I've ordered a new camera. So hopefully these videos, once it arrives, they'll be a bit clearer. And I'm hoping to maybe do a few different angles as well for you. So you're just going to use this craft knife and come down just where the armpit area is, like that. And then you're going to take this straight across. So you can see there. And you're going to do the same on the other side as well. So yeah, I finally bit the bullet and ordered a new camera. I just hope my computer or my laptop is quite old, so I just really hope that the software will work on this computer. Okay, so you can see both sides there. We can see just I've made it. We can see under the arm. So now we're going to just measure this round and cut it at the back there, and do the same with the other side. And now this is where you can wet. So I made this body part, these body parts yesterday, I believe. So they've set quite well. Now you could just go in and do it. It was just because I didn't have time. I did mean to come on live yesterday and do this, but I didn't have time. So you can do this all at once. You don't have to wait until the body's dry. So I'm just pulling this down to make sure it's covering all the skin. And we're just going to fold it round. Hope you can see. Oh, that's good, Kelly. I know it's really hard. I think the evenings are probably better for everybody with the live, but I can't get on every evening, you know, with the kids. They're way back to school today after being off for 2 weeks, so they weren't too happy. They were kind of hoping that it would have been extended. Okay, so I'm just rubbing this to make it neat at the back, and then if you've got a wee bit hanging down, you can just trim it there. I don't worry too much about the back of my figures. I mean, I do like them to look neat enough, but I don't stress over whether it's neat or not. Okay, so that's that part. And now we're going to go in and make a skirt here. So there's a couple of ways you could do this. The easiest way, I'll show you 2 ways. So the easiest way would be to just, I am freezing and this stuff is so hard to roll out whenever you're cold. It sort of needs the heat of your hands. Okay, so I'll show you 2 ways. The easiest way, but it doesn't look as nice as the way we're going to do it, but it's just if you're in a hurry or you just want a quick and easy way to do it. So we're going to roll this out again, nice and thin, probably even thinner, as thin as you can get it really, just so that it looks like material. And this wee fleecy jacket, I love it. My husband got me this for Christmas last year, and when it comes to this time of year, I always wear it over my clothes to keep me warm in case you think I'm in pajamas. So we've rolled this out nice and thin, I think. And okay, so we're just gonna take this across. into the rectangle. Probably about there. Okay, so hi Donna, Australia, what time is it in Australia now? So the easiest way to do this would be to take a section like this and wrap it around your legs like so and tuck it underneath and then tidy it up. And you could have it kind of sitting sort of like a wee pencil skirt. That's the easiest way, but we're not going to do it the easiest way. I want it to look nice. It's for 21st. So I've rolled out these 2 strips and we're just going to keep rolling. Now I'm going to take this jacket 10 o'clock in the morning at night. Oh, very good. Wow. And you're coming into your summer there, Donna, then? And I'm wearing fleecy Christmas jackets. Okay, so I've rolled that out. Now I'm going to take this cone till and we're just going to go along the bottom. And you're going to press down and it just sort of frays the bottom of your fondant or modeling paste. Okay, I'm just going to cut this here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to fold this. So I hope you can see. It's really hard for me to see at my computer what you can see, but I hope you can see me okay. So we're going to just take this and fold it and then pull that wee section down. Take this and fold it and gently pull that wee section down and just keep going. Keep folding and you can see your wee skirt starting to appear. Just keep folding. And this is sort of why I'm using modeling paste, because the modeling paste it holds its shape better. If this was fondant, you can do this with fondant, but it would be a wee bit more tricky. So I've just got really into the habit of wearing modeling paste. Using modeling paste. I think once you start using the edible modeling paste, it's hard to go back. So I'm just trimming this wee bit here. Storm season. Oh yes, I seen that that came up in my weather app the other day, Donna, yesterday. The huge hailstones that you had, crazy. So this is the top of the wee skirt. So I'll just show you here. We're going to make it in 3. Oh, you can't see. Let's see. Be a good idea to have you in the shot. So there you go. We're going to do it in 3 sections. But what I'm going to do with the top part here is just take my rolling pin and gently just flatten that out a wee bit at the top. And then you can use your finger. We're just going to straighten that with this wee blade here. So this is going to be, I'll move her legs over off this actually because we don't need. So this is going to be the top section. So we're going to, this part here, I'll show you, we're going to fold it down at the back so it'll cover her back. Hi Judith. And we're going to then make 2 more wee sections here. So set this to the side there. And then we're going to make where are you watching from, Judith? We're going to make our next section here. Again, folding. Now whenever I used to do this, I used to use cocktail sticks and stuff. Nightmare. Just fold. It makes things so much easier. I used to put cocktail sticks in between each crease. But you really don't need to go to that hassle. So that's all I'm going to fold that section to here. And we're going to just trim that there. Okay. From Newcastle, what's it like in Newcastle? Are you guys in lockdown over there, Judith? Or you will be by Thursday? You'll be in another lockdown. We kind of have our own thing going on over here, which I'm sort of relieved about. It is sort of a lockdown, but not 100%. The shops are still open, but all the restaurants and stuff and hairdressers and things like that are closed. I really would hate to go back to where all the shops are closed again. That would be just a nightmare, especially coming up to Christmas. So we're just rolling out another wee bit. My husband and I, we're hoping to try and get out someday this week and get a good bulk of our Christmas shopping done. And I saw in the news that Santa can still travel, which is good. He's exempt from the virus, so that's good news. Hi, Purple Cakes. That was my children's worry, that what if Santa got COVID, or, you know, Christmas being cancelled? It'd just be a nightmare. So we can't let that happen. So I'm just cutting this into another wee rectangle. From Indonesia. Wow, my goodness, you're all over the place here today. This is great. It's so fascinating to hear where everybody's from. Brazil, Rosalvo. Oh, lovely. Hello, how are you? Goodness me, we've got a good bunch here this morning and from all over the world. Who knew? And I'm in my wee corner over in Northern Ireland, which is like just a wee tiny green spot on the map that you would never even find. How do you work so tidy? Judith, please, if do you want me to show you? This is not tidy. I'm going to show you this. So this is where you're seeing, and then I'll show you over here. Yeah, not tidy. So don't be deceived. I think, yeah, it's where I film this wee section here. And I'm trying to get my camera angle back again. Where I'm filming is about the tiniest spot on my desk, and the rest of it, you just seen it there. I had my cup of coffee and everything sitting. So let me just see, is that a good? Just want to make sure I get this angle back again. So we're just going to fold, fold, fold. I think it's really hard to, with cake decorating, it's really hard to work tidy because it is so messy. You know, the stuff, when you're working, you just go into the zone and all your tools end up lying all over the place. And it is really, really hard to keep it nice and tidy. But I have a few wee storage. Oh, yeah. Well, I suppose I'm lucky because I have this wee room. You know, I think if I didn't have my own wee office, whenever I used to work in, so it depends where you're working. So these wee side sections, they're going to just go on the side. So I'll show you that in a wee second. But I think whenever before I had my wee office in here, it used to be really, really, it just took over. My work would have taken over the whole house. And that was a nightmare for me and for everybody else. So I've got, I'm just going to put a wee bit of water on this side here. I've got my own desk and on the back there as well, and drawers and my own room and stuff in here. So I suppose I'm really fortunate in that I do have that luxury. So as you can see, we're just placing this on here. Now I'm going to use my wee tool here, and we're just going to press this round like so. So that's one side of the skirt. Just gonna, and let me know while you're all here if there's anything from Mexico. Hi, Gloria. And it's 4 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing awake watching watching this video at 4 in the morning, Gloria? Yes, while you're all here, let me know any ideas for Christmas and stuff, and I will happily make what you want me to make. I have a few different ideas of ways, so we're just doing the same on this side, of ways that I can try and help you. So I have came up with the wee templates and stuff, but I thought of maybe making some molds for you, like face molds and body molds and stuff. So if you think that would be helpful, let me know. So I'm just going to use this. I'm going to separate, that's a wee bit much. I'm going to use this wee blade to take that off there and here. Okay. So that's the way she's looking. I don't know if you can, I'll lift this board up and see if you can see her properly. I'm not sure what the lighting's like here. So hopefully my new camera, I'll be able to get the lighting and stuff good for you all. Last year, my hubby turned our spare room into a craft room, so I had somewhere to keep and make all my cake stuff. Oh, that's lovely. Oh my goodness, that's just like the best present that you could give someone. Do you know what I'm going to do? This back piece here, I'm just going to fill it in with a wee bit of black because I don't want it sitting exposed. Oh, that's really cool, Kelly. It makes such a difference, I think. Whenever when Dylan started P1, so I'm just pressing this wee piece of black in at the back here. When my youngest started P1, so he's P3 now, and these are orders that I do to sell, which I'm sure you already know that, but I wanted to feel like, I kind of thought I should really be, getting a real job and going out to work and stuff. So there you go. Just going to do that so that's that part. And I thought, I want to feel like I'm going to work every day. So now you want to take this next piece and you're just going to place it on top. So you can see how making it in sections is really easy because you have the control over to how it's going to look and the shape of the dress. So now I'm just going to pull this out a wee bit and then, oops, I'm going to wet underneath it. So yeah, that was sort of, I wanted to feel like I was going to work every day. So that was when we created this wee space. This used to be our good room, which was just a waste. What's the point in having a good room? I mean, especially when you have children. So now that's a wee bit too fussy, I think. So I'm going to move this in a wee bit. And I might take this wee side off here. So yeah, and it was the best thing we ever done because I have my own space and I can just close the door. So that's the bottom part of her skirt. So you can see how nice that looks. So I'm just going to set her up here again. No, maybe just leave her there. And it just makes such a big difference because you can just get up and close the door and your day's work is finished. So having a wee space, even if it's just a hobby, it's just really nice because cake decorating stuff just takes over your whole life. Okay, so now we're going to put this body on top. So I'm going to wet this time, because now we're going to stick it on. Just wet under here. Okay, and I'm just going to set her on, say, about there. So I'm going to lift her up so you can see I'm just pushing this wee cocktail stick down. Okay, so that's, can you see that? I wonder if I brought the light around this way. So hopefully you can see that's, so we're going to do the arms, and then we're going to do a little strap across where the arms are. So that's where we are now. So I have the, oh, thank you, Judith. I have the arms already made. I'm going to make a wee quick handbag here. Thank you, Rosalvo. So I'm just going to roll this out very thick, kind of like that sort of thickness. And this is just a really, really quick handbag because I need to put her arms on in order to finish this dress. So you're getting a wee handbag tutorial in here as well. So this is just a wee cube, like a square. And you could either go in with like a quilting till if you wanted. I'm just going to go in with a knife till. I'm just going to go in with this wee guy here. And we're just going to make some, I hope you can see the, I made her, I made the figure freehand. I was just saying there, Judith, I think I might make some molds for you guys, like the body and the legs and the face. And then that way you can use the molds. Maybe if that's something you're interested in, let me know and I'll do that for you. I just need to work out how to make molds, but so now I'm going to just set the wee handbag's a bit bulky, so I'm just going to take it down a wee bit. So here she is here, and I'm just going to wet this wee area here, and I'm just going to set the handbag here. Okay, I'll try and work out, that was the wee idea I had, so I'll try and work out how to do that, because what I could do, I think, is make these and do the molds, because that would be so much easier for you guys, wouldn't it? So there's the wee handbag. I'm going to stick her arms on now. So we're just going to use a bit of water. I'll just wet up here too, because sometimes when you wet it a wee bit, it makes it a little bit stickier. So so we're going to put her, and I have her arms made already. I'm going to just wet either side of the handbag here, just so that. Oh, thank you, Judith. It's funny, I don't really think of myself that way, but thank you. There's just so many other amazing cake decorators and stuff out there, but thank you. That means a lot. I started cake decorating when my wee boy was 2, I think 2. I'm going to cut this wee arm a wee bit. My sister-in-law would have made cakes and stuff. And so there's her arms on. And she was pregnant and couldn't make the cake. So I had bought a cake for his christening, and it was £150. It was a fortune for this cake. And when it came to his first birthday, I just thought, no way am I paying. Like, this is going back 10 years ago. And the cake was very basic. For the 150 quid, I wouldn't have minded had it been, you know, really detailed. But it was, looking back now, it was really, really basic. So I wanted a special cake for his first birthday, and it was his second birthday, because my sister-in-law had made me the cake for his first birthday, and I just thought, I'm just going to make it myself, and that's how it all started. Then I actually enjoyed, so we're just going to cut a wee strip here. I enjoyed making the toppers more. And my wee niece, Madison, she'd asked me to make her, the Moshi Monsters were really big then. And she'd asked me to make her a Moshi Monster cake topper for her birthday. And hands and feet, yes. I could maybe just do a tutorial just on hands, and then maybe another one on feet and different body parts. That sounds really wrong. But yeah, I could maybe do that. I could maybe do a wee series on that, Kelly. So then so we're just going to put a wee bit of water on the top here. Hope you can see. I have made the cake topper, and I just thought one day, I'm going to just take a wee photo of this and stick it online and see would anybody buy it. And the sales just started rolling in. So that's how I started selling the cake toppers online. And because I enjoyed it more than the cakes, it worked out really well. So we've got this wee strip. I would say this wee strip is about just under a centimetre. And I'm just going to take it and wrap it around back. And just going to take this wee piece, have it come out so it doesn't look. And so that's the strap. I'll stick her head on here, and then you can kind of see. So when I'm sticking the head on, I'll sort of look at it either way and think, right, will I tilt it this way or this way? So I think I'll tilt her this way. Now the stick has just went straight down into the, so I'm going to need to lift this out to stick the head on, but that gives you a good, be able to see it better. So let me push her back down. Okay, take this up a wee bit. So there she is. She's going to need hair and stuff. But I just wanted to show you that's her dress. You can kind of see that better now. So that's it. That's a really quick, easy. How long did that take? Half an hour, and that was a lot of talking. So you could probably do that in about 20 minutes. So there you go. I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you're watching this on the replay, what you'd like me to make or what you need help with. And I'll make videos on whatever it is you guys need. Thank you for everybody for tuning in. It was lovely to see you all. Yes, oh, that's a good idea, Kelly. We could do like a glamorous Mrs. Claus, yeah. But it was so lovely to see you from all over the place. You're welcome, Judith. And I'll be back on tomorrow. Then that was maybe a good time, 12 o'clock. Because there's a lot of you, and then it means the kids are at school, so I'm here. Oh, hello, Donna. Thank you so much. Yeah, because a lot of you were on here this morning, so I'll maybe pop on at 12 o'clock and see you at 12 o'clock during the week. That might be a good time, but I'm going to ramble on here. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow, guys. Bye.